Hello and welcome to another episode of Binding Roll, where we play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons in the world of the 9th Age. If you are unfamiliar with the 9th Age, please check out the link in the description below. It is a fantasy tabletop war game that I play very frequently and that this YouTube channel is dedicated to. So if you're interested in that, check it out. But let's go ahead and check in with the players. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is, episode 9 now? I think? Episode 9?
Let's go with that.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think
Yes.
I said not to level up, so everyone's still at level 7?
Yes.
17.
Correct.
Yes.
17.
7.
If only.
Well, I guess we'll start out the show with just the regular, instead of what you gain with your level, but just tell me what you're drinking, and I'll start off with I'm drinking a Treehouse Brewing Company green. Sunset, what are you drinking this evening?
My friend provided me with another bottle of his homebrewed mead, so I'm back on that. It's quite delicious.
Quite delicious. Sam?
I've got this guy, Rogue Dreamland.
That sounds good. American lager, nice.
Yep.
Kaelin?
We'll drink it.
Kaelin, what are you drinking?
Another Elsmith 394 again.
Tony Gwen!
Watch that. So I have a sack of 40 good berries from before when I went to bed. Sort of like
Good berries and beer.
just dump all those spell slots in it.
Quick shout out. Previously we mentioned a viewer named World Building, who I thought was our #1 fan, but that also someone's been commenting on the videos named Jack Williams, I think his name. Thank you for watching. You're one of our few viewers that hang on constantly, but thanks for watching. Contact me on the 9th Age forum if you would, Jack, and we'll see if we can get you on the show or something like that. I'm still kind of trying to wrangle like a guest show, a viewers show that they can come on and participate. But let's do a quick review of what we did 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, it was revealed that the Sisters Dur were followers of Chaos. Blanche was killed in the main room of the keep by Sunset, Kaelin, and Landval, who passed away, unfortunately, and Sam was taken over by our player and joined the group. And what ensued after that battle was the two Dur sisters ran down to the catacombs beneath the keep. One fled out the front door. And because of this, news spread in the town that the Dur sisters were evil and were followers of Chaos and needed to be dealt with. So an ensuing riot occurred. And the Dur mansion was overrun while our adventurers were inside scavenging for information and valuables. And luckily, the three of you made it out unnoticed and unscathed from the house before it was overrun.
Well,
also,
two of us
after
did.
what? Say again?
2 of us did.
Oh yeah, Sam was recognized, but he was also recognized the keep because he lit the fire to the Duke's bedroom, or his bed to be more specific.
Did not.
And you escaped with some valuables. You got back the Green Knight's axe, and you ended the night back at the Unicorn's Bounty, drinking the night away. And here we are. And then you went to bed, and then here we are, the next morning, the morning after the great Cantonment riot. As you wake up this morning and you kind of each of you make your way down to the keep. It's a pretty solemn sight. There's a few people in there. Porky is still behind the bar as always. There's definitely a smoke in the air as it is in real life here in California, and on the West Coast to be more specific. And everything's kind of overcast, and there's like kind of the whole city's silent because there was violence and rioting last night and fires. And most everyone is staying in their homes. What would the adventurers like to do?
Well, to make a reference that probably nobody is going to get, how much experience do we get for the farmers?
Oh yes, the mass killing of the peasantry.
Yeah, what did we wind up calculating that out to?
Yes, Kaelin, you calculate
so I was
out
using
max experience. Go ahead.
Right, yeah. So there was the issue with everyone entering in the front hallway, and so I pulled up some models of emergency exits and flows. I think it was like 100 people per minute per meter door, and so you get 200 people per minute per meter door, 10-minute spell, and it's pretty much if they enter the growth spikes, they're just gonna die because commoners have 4 hit points, and the spikes will do the 16d4 damage. So the ceiling was 2,000 people. Potentially.
I don't think a full 2,000 were killed. Like the group was being pushed by the crowd, but I think they realized after a minute what was happening and pulled back. So let's call it even 1,000 peasantry died at the great fire and riot at House Dur.
What's the population of this town?
I don't know. Something bigger than 1,000.
I mean, there are all those people at the Peasants' Gate that the nobles have been complaining about. So we're just doing our part to help clean up the town, right? They should be happy about this, and I don't know, getting sort of a taste for the screams of humans.
I guess, should there be any like morality penalty for these actions? I don't know.
Well, I don't know that we ever started with defining what our
Alignment was, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it matters.
Can we compartmentalize this? Like, certain races get this, other races get this, and so like elves, we're like, well,
We don't care about
not
humans.
good. Yeah. They'll breed some more. They just keep on breeding, They'll be replaced by tomorrow.
Mass murder by our fellow adventurers. So as you head down to the main room of the inn, Porky is there serving a few sparse patrons. Most of them, look like bloodied and dirtied from being out on the streets all night. But the doors are open; they're still serving, and it looks like the riot never came to the docks, never came to the Unicorn's Bounty. As you descend the stairs, Porky sees you, and he bids you a fond hello and a look of concern in his eye. He asks you, "Did you survive last night's events? Are you okay?"
Didn't he serve us drinks the night before?
Yeah, he did. You're right.
Maybe he was dipping into his own product. He fills you in on
the events of the night of the overnight, that the section of the city dedicated to the family Dur has been ransacked and is currently still burning. There's a large fire within the city, and everyone is on edge. The keep has gone into lockdown, and there's guards that are roaming the streets at this point.
Oh, I know I'm gonna get blamed for that fire. I don't think I started it.
I can't remember.
No.
I don't think I did.
Fire. I think you might have.
You might have.
No.
Like, you adjusted like the color of the fire to like create some
Yeah,
fear,
I
but
adjusted
you
the
definitely
color
didn't start
and
the
made it
fire.
brighter, but I didn't start it.
Right. That was all the job of the rioters. We are
Yeah.
on the right on this one.
I mean, even when I teleported into the mansion, I left it as its base thunder damage. I didn't turn it into
True.
fire damage.
True.
So
Well, as you settle down in the main part of the inn, suddenly there's a very heavy-handed knock at the door. And with that, Porky looks at the door and then at you suspiciously, and then walks over to the door and opens the little hatch that's just the eyes. You hear he mumbles a few words that you can't make out, but then he opens the door, and in strides Claude, not him, not her, him.
There we go.
And Claude is in a frantic state. He's looking around the room, and he sees the three of you kind of just settling down in the room, and he walks directly toward you, and he says, "Adventurers, Kaelin and Sunset, Cantamont is in dire need. And you, the halfling, I don't know your name, but you halfling, we need,
You tall guy, mind your own business.
He ignores your comment, and he seems like he's in a very much of a rush. He's in high amounts of stress, and he says, we need loyal, good fighters to protect the keep. Not only from the peasantry, but what lurks below. The undead attacks from the catacombs have increased, and I am running low on knights. Will you come and help Cantamont?
You're talking very quickly. I can't understand a word you're saying.
Sam, are you still drunk from the night before, or drunk again this morning?
I'm drunk from nights. Wait, no, night. We need more nights for the nighttime.
He looks at you. He looks at you and looks you up and down for a second. Then he doesn't answer, and he looks back at the Sylvan Elves and says, I know Sylvan Elves are not customarily called upon to defend Cantamont, but I need your help. Please. Anything. Come with me if you can. Oh, and,
I'd love to
Sunset,
help
you're
you,
muted.
but I'm not an elf.
Sunset, your volume's not coming through.
Oh, I muted my
There we go.
myself because my brother came home. I think we were planning on heading there anyway. Like, I think the next thing really to check off was the catacombs, so.
Yeah. Now we got like armor and stuff, so I feel a bit better about this.
Right?
Yeah, I think in the evening you changed out of your dresses, your formal dresses for the banquet, and are back in your regular attire.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, you're still
That
wearing your
ability's
dress,
too
right?
useful.
Oh yeah, you have the magic dress. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
don't need armor, so
I need
why
armor, so I'm.
why change into my regular clothes when I can gain an ability by continuing to wear this honestly quite stylish dress?
You see Porky, after he lets Claude in, he hastily closes the door again and locks it, and then goes back to the bar.
Yeah. Well, we're just about to head to the castle.
Yeah.
Thoughts,
Lead
it's good.
on.
Come with me. I will get you into the castle.
I'll motion to Sam and say Kaelin see to him.
What do you mean, see to him? Drag the drunkard along?
Drag him along, slit his throat. I mean, I don't really care which.
All right, so I go to Sam. So the old man wants you to come, and I grab Sam by the ear like a child and start dragging him along.
Okay. What would that be? Give me a. It's not really a strength check. Would it be like a dexterity? Sam, well, first of all, Sam, do you try to? Actually, give me a Constitution check to see if you even realize what's happening right now, since you're so drunk.
All right, 19.
Yeah, you're aware what's happening. Through the drunken haze that you're in, you realize that your newfound friends, I don't know if you can call them friends yet, but the two Sylvan Elves you are hanging out with have you understand they're asking you to come to the keep. What do you want to do?
Hey man, take your hands off me. You're very rude. Where did you learn those manners?
Kaelin, give me a dex check against Sam's dex check.
Okay. Oh, that's a saving throw, so... Oh. It's just standard dex check, okay.
Mhm.
So, I rolled 11, so plus 4, so I roll at 15.
Sam?
So no proficiency, so...
I just realized we all have the exact same dexterity.
Really? Alright.
Yeah. We all have 18 dex.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alright.
Neat.
Well, I got your ear.
All right, so
the
as you...
intoxication. I was just gonna say the intoxication has made Sam quick-witted, but not quick on his feet.
As the two Sylvan Elves stand up, Claude sees this and with a gruff, okay, and he turns around and heads for the door again. Kaelin grabs Sam by the ear, and Sam's kind of deliriously like, okay. Doesn't really know what's going on, but he kind of stumbles along with you. All right, so you head out the door. And let's see here. You head out from the Unicorn's Bounty right here, and Claude guides you along the docks all the way down here until you get to the back side of the keep, this door here.
Mm-hmm.
Along the way, you see on the docks, there's just... When you walk on the docks, there's a few people on there and they kind of scatter. Because people are very wary of guards right now. It's in a state of craziness. You see a few knights patrolling the docks, and when people of the city see these knights, they scurry indoors. They close their windows. It's a pretty desolate sight. The sky is overcast with smoke. What is going on? No, I can't. Overcast with smoke, and Jesus. There we go. And you enter into the backside of the keep. This is like a 15-minute walk. Sam, do you decide to go with them, or do you resist?
Are we going back to the murder cave?
Of course not. Why would we go back there?
Do you want to go back to the murder cave?
It depends on who's getting murdered this time.
Bad people.
Sunset and Kaelin, give me a perception check. Sam, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
+3 gives me 20.
Plus 4 gives me 7.
Sam, what'd you get up with? Kaelin, as you're dragging Sam along, you notice out of the corner of your eye, the water in the docks, previously I mentioned like the foam was building up in the bay.
Yeah.
It's now like it's building up, like the foam is almost up to the bottom side of the dock, the wood dock that reaches out into the bay.
Okay.
And there is definitely a smell emanating from it. And since you rolled a 20, you even notice that it seems this foam and it's almost like a chemical foam, like there's some kind of chemical reaction happening in the water is as emanating from here. Oops, not there. Hold on one second. There we go. It's emanating from here, which is also where you found that other entrance to the catacombs.
Oh, yes. Oh, so that's just filling this unnatural foam is filling the entire bay with that as its source. It has a foul smell to it.
It does have a foul smell.
Huh. I think we should split the party and we should enter from both ends. What do you think? Probably not. Let's follow Claude and go down the nice entrance.
Don't split the party, particularly for lack of a better term, when one of the entrances appears to be a foaming anus.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's.
So you arrive at the back door of the keep. Claude does a special knock on the door, and a knight on the other side opens it up with wariness on his face and his sword drawn. He realizes it's Claude and ushers you in. He gives all three of you a kind of confused look, but he knows not to disobey the orders of Claude. Lets you in, closes the door behind you, latches it with like 3 bolts, and then stands his post next to the door. As he leads you into the keep, he leads you into the main room where there's kind of a small crowd that has gathered. To the entrance to the catacombs, there has been like barricades set up. The gate has still latched closed, and there's like an overturned tables and that stuff like facing towards the gate. Nothing's coming out of it right now. It's quiet, but there are multiple knights standing guard there, facing toward the gate, preparing for anything to come in. In the main keep, you see the Duke and the Duke standing on the raised platform where his seat, his throne is. Mm-hmm. Around him are a number of 5 knights, which look like generals, and also the Vespasian, the highborn elf, is there also with his 4 guards. And they are discussing what needs to happen. The Duke is saying, I need the taint that has risen in the catacombs put down. I need good knights to go down and eradicate the evil in the bowels of our keep. And he looks over and sees the 2 Sylvan elves and the halfling enter. You see a slight hint of confusion in his face, but then he says, Claude, you have brought me warriors, good people of Cantamont to protect us. And he looks at you 3 and he says, my knights are all occupied guarding the keep from the fires outside and the peasantry. I need you to venture into the catacombs. What do you say?
I don't think you probably need knights to protect against fire that's mostly put out while you're in a stone castle. We went with a couple knights last time. That wasn't enough. And last night, Claude promised us more men to assist with clearing out the dungeon. So, who else are you sending? This is not for us to clean up your mess. You need to send some of your own men to do their share of the work.
Give me a persuasion check.
At -1. 17.
17. It's a good roll. The Duke says the knights that remain in the keep are all that's keeping the citizens and the anger of Cantamont outside its gates. But you are right, good Sylvan Elf. You need help to venture into the catacombs. And he looks about and he says, "Is there anyone who can help?" Let me see here. Okay. I need everyone to take a perception check.
12.
1.
Perfect.
17.
Some flagon of wine on an obliging table.
Sam and Kaelin, you look over the knights that are in the room, and these are basically knights by title only. They're not in armor. They're old men. They don't seem very fit. But you do notice, of course, Vespasian is there. He looks at the Duke with a sense of, I don't know, contemplation, and then he looks over at you, the Sylvan Elves. He basically ignores the halfling, Sam, but he sees the Sylvan Elves and he's contemplating. His four guards are stone, just statues. There's no expression there. But Sunset, you notice something very particular. Sitting off to the side, and this is a lavishly appointed hall, so that along the sides of the wall there's some sofas and built-in nooks where you can sit. You notice in the shadows a figure. Someone who's not hiding their presence, but someone who naturally seems, does not call attention to inconspicuous. That's the right word. Thank you. Inconspicuous. And in the shadows, you see a woman sitting in a lounge, kind of relaxed pose, with a wide-brimmed hat with a feather sticking out of it, and it's none other than Calypso. And she raises. You hear her raise her voice, which is louder than you would expect, and it fills the hall. And she says, "I can help Cantamont, and I can help these good Sylvan Elves and their drunken halfling friend."
Hey, watch your mouth, my man.
The Duke looks over and he says, Calypso, another foreigner in our land. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Again, I call upon the help of the elves. And he looks at Vespasian and he says, will you accompany these warriors into the catacombs to save this city and to further the strong bond that is between the kingdom of Aquitaine and the Highborn elves? And Vespasian lazily looks at the Duke and says, I cannot. I have not been given the authority by the Fire King to intercede in international matters. I must stay here.
I call him a coward. Elf and Sylvan.
You suck, bro.
Does he know Sylvan? He might know Sylvan.
He does. He knows Sylvan. Oh, actually, you don't know, but I'm saying you assume he does.
I'm gonna give Kaelin kind of a stern look. I'm not gonna say anything. Just after calling him a coward, I'm gonna just kind of like sharply look over at her and just be like, not the best time. You know, that's kind of the...
Sam and Kaelin, give me a intimidation check.
17.
Critical
Minus
success.
What'd you get, Sam?
Got 23, natural 20.
What?
Nice.
All right, how do I think about this?
Oh man.
Sam, as you like, your intention in your brain is to like just to say to him you're a coward, but in your drunken state you basically stumble and like push by two of the, pushing against literally their knees, push by the other knights, and you come right up to Vespasian, like up to his belt buckle, and you look up at him. And you're stumbling, and you literally accidentally headbutt his belt buckle, and you look up surprised, and you say, "You're a coward. Fight."
As I drunkenly fall on him, I try to snatch away his amulet to hold myself up.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Oh, okay. This is good. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, 14.
Okay, hold on. Okay, as you do this, your right arm kind of waves up and tries to grab the amulet, right from the center of his chest. And you tug on it, but the chain is a nice golden chain. It doesn't budge. And it Vespasian lurches forward for a second.
It's all part of the intimidation tactic.
Are the white robes so you're always ready for surrender?
With that, the guard that's nearest to you, Sam, takes his, it's like a halberd, like an axe that's as tall as him, and he sweeps with the staff. He sweeps your leg. Give me a dexterity check.
A 10.
Ooh.
He sweeps your leg. You let go of the amulet. You fall to one knee, and you still look up at him and say, and in deep within Vespasian's soul, the glint of his eye, he narrows his eyes and looks at you with a little bit pity, but also a slight bit of respect. A slight bit of, this guy means business, and he's true to his word. And with that, Vespasian says, waits for a minute. You're on one knee in front of him. He just lightly brushes on your shoulder, and you're drunk and off balance, and you just kind of tumble over on your back like, whoa. And he says, I will heed your call, Duke. I will go into the catacombs and rid this castle of its taint, bad word, taint, of its plague. And I will do it for our relationship between our two great nations, and also for these brave adventurers. And with that, he takes one of the axes from his guards, and he says, and he speaks to the guards, and he says, stay in the keep and protect the Duke. I will be fine. And he starts walking off toward the catacombs, as well Calypso does.
All right.
Great. Quick question, just because I don't have it written down. What kind of action does the dress take? Can it be done as like a bonus action, or is it
the fast move?
Is it a full action? Yeah.
It's a full action.
Full action. Okay. Okay.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, we got Kaelin. We got Sunset. We got him. We got Calypso. And did we have an image for Sam? I think we did, didn't we? Oh, there's Sam. Gotcha. All right, so what do you guys do?
Go to the entrance. Follow to the entrance of the catacombs.
Yep.
All right, let me get you all in here. All right. You all five of you approach the catacombs. Two guards unlock the gate with both like a lock and key, and then also like a large wooden timber crossbar that's over the gate. They lift it up, they unlock it, they open it, they lead you five down there, and then behind you they lock the gate again.
Alright. I'd like to see if I try my tracking skills to see if I can, see if there's any markings or stuff left of where they noticing which direction the Jewel sisters may have gone to.
Okay, give me, what check would that be? A nature check? Tracking, I think, is nature, right?
No, I think survival.
Survival, yeah. All right,
Follow
cool.
tracks, hunt wild game.
Give me a survival check.
Got a +3, that's a 21.
21. Okay, as you head down into the catacombs, in this where you are now, this kind of like entrance area where it leads off in three different directions.
Mm-hmm.
There are more there are bodies on the ground. There's more skeletons. There are two bodies of Equitanian knights down here. And it looks like, from what you can tell, kind of like the signs of battle, like the scars on the wall and all the columns here, and then also the tracks in like the dust, because there's still a fair amount of dust in this area. It seems one individual went south, so I'm marking it there, and one individual went to the right.
Okay. I'll say we'll head east. And that's we had not seen that area as of yet.
That's reasonable. I don't really want to run into the giant snake right now. Although it might be better to do that while we're fully refreshed. I don't know.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, well, and then we run to, like, the snake, on the upper left, right? Like, way over here.
Yeah, it was left in the maze.
Yeah.
Which we now have full maps of.
All right,
Yep.
Speaking of maps, so this area here off to the right, off the east, down this stair here, is where the map ends. Beyond this point on the map, there was, I'm gonna draw it in here. On the map,
It's like a squiggly line. It's like
I drew that.
there's a coffee.
I
like a
drew
coffee
that
stain.
horribly. Hold on 1 second. This
It's like grease from a burrito. It's sort of obliterated part of the map.
let me see here. Reveal area. So this where I drew that red wall.
Yeah.
That's in the maps. That's a wall there. But as you head to the stair, there you can see the remnants of a wall, but it's been broken through, and beyond that is kind of like a burrowed out, like it looks like a dig site, like, you know, like the corridor has been dug out of the earth, and there's wood supports holding up the tunnel.
Does it look like someone has passed through that area recently?
Yes, the kind of the destruction that goes along with your keen hunting sense and tracking senses. You can see that a battle ensued here between skeletons and an individual, and the skeletons were obviously defeated, and the scattering of the bones and the pushing of the dirt on the floor. You see that that individual went through this wall here, went through the opening in this wall.
Okay. So let's follow the opening.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Actually, I'll leave room for the other two to get up closer.
And we could just keep herding Sam forward, right? Just
Yeah.
down the hallway we go.
All right, so
Guess I'm
two
like-
things here. As you cross that threshold, hold on 1 second. You see two things. First off, to your right, there's another dugout hallway that leads south, and straight ahead of you, you see like there's been supports and like wood scaffolding almost set up to to form this cavern, and you see at the edge here that it opens up into a larger room.
Okay.
And inside that room, you see what looks like humanoid fingers that are hunched over and covered in dirty, matted fur, and they have these elongated rodent faces. They do not seem to realize you are there. And with that, you see Vespasian and Calypso kind of crunch down and start stealthing along the walls, and they whisper to the group and they say, the taint of the vermin swarm is here.
Okay. Cool.
So you have this large room in front of you, and then a smaller, carved out, less constructed, less structural elements, leading south.
Okay. So we're here to
I guess I was muted. What direction do the tracks we're following go?
South. In the tunnel.
Okay. So we want to try to sneakily get past the vermin swarm, or go south without being detected by the vermin swarm, I guess. Because we're trying to track the Dora sister. The vermin swarm, I guess, they'll need to be dealt with eventually. But yeah. Okay.
I have a feeling that the Door Sisters are at the root of the issues in the catacombs, considering that 2 of them fled down here.
Yeah.
Dealing with them probably a good call.
So, all right, we'll try to move stealthily south, and try to get Sam a little nudge to come down with me.
All right. So you head down this way. Give me. No, you're far enough away. You don't need to do any stealth check. But.
Oh no! Yeah, Sam fell off the map.
Where's Sam? There he is. I see. As you enter this hallway, it leads to it's definitely you can see it going off in both directions, and this is definitely a maze of hastily carved out tunnels. And down south you do see more rat men, and they seem to be they all have pickaxes, and they're digging away at the sides of the tunnel. You notice now that they're wearing white cloth robes that have been tattered and are dirty around the bottoms of them. They've been dirtied, but they're kind of like Roman robes that are joined at a clasp up at their shoulder. Mm-hmm. But they're very dirty and torn, and you can tell they were white, but they've been almost turned brown now.
Do they appear to be chained together at all?
Yes, some are not chained together, but they have
shackles,
cuffs around their wrists.
Okay. Just honest slaves doing some work. So I look back to Sunset and just sort of both do you want me to kill them? Or...
I mean, we probably should. Let's set them free of this mortal coil.
Okay.
We will cure them of their oxygen habit.
What if we start a revolt?
I don't think that a bunch of rat men is going to look good if we suddenly return with a horde of them behind us.
New loyal citizens of Cansamont.
How you know they
Something
won't
tells
go?
me that won't go over well.
Well, they might be friendly and cheerful folks. Let's go say hello.
All right,
Hey,
so
rat guy.
you're going for an attack, right?
I'm going to say hello. Why are you digging such deep holes in a cave? It's already a hole.
All right, here we go. Everyone, roll for initiative.
20.
17.
What is that? 4, 8.
All right, let me see here. Kaelin, you said 17.
Yep.
Sam, you said 4.
20.
20. Oh, 20 works too. And Kaelin, what did you say?
No, it's 17.
I'm sorry, Sunset. What did you say?
8.
8. There we go.
Oh, all L's look the same to you, don't they?
All right, and then also, come on, there we go. All right. So as Sam lazily approaches this guy right here and starts talking to him, he lets out a screech, and he turns and he turns in reaction to you, and when he lets out that screech, everyone around him reacts to it. You all have the advantage here, Sam. What do you want to do?
He just screeches? Does he like try to attack me or anything?
He is coming for you. Yeah, he lurches toward you with his pickaxe, like the crude thing that he's using to dig the earth. He raises it up towards you, but you have higher initiative, so you can do what you want.
Guys, I think they're hostile.
Okay.
And
I
run
whisper
back
no
towards
shit
this
under my
basement.
breath.
I run and I hide behind this basement.
Oh, so you, the rat gets a attack of opportunity.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
What's your AC?
Well, I can disengage.
Oh, but you didn't say disengage.
Okay.
What's your AC? What's your AC?
0. It's 15.
All right, he doesn't hit you anyway, so don't worry. But next up is Kaelin. What would you like to do?
God, I kind of wanted to take an attack of opportunity on Sam as well. A really little shit.
Technically, he did have to run past you.
He did. If you'd like to attack him, you can do that.
Just swing with your
tripping him.
fist.
I'll try tripping him. Well, I guess I sort of just hit him. Oh yeah, can I just like clothesline him?
Roll an attack roll.
Okay. I guess that would be. Here, I'll just an arm strike to hit. Ooh, only a 5, so that doesn't hit.
All right. He, as you try to clothesline him, he ducks down and goes underneath your arm and continues to scurry off toward the back of the group.
Okay.
But that's your turn, right?
What? No, that's a reaction.
Okay, fair enough. All right, fair enough. Give
Alright,
me
So
give me
my
your turn.
next in the is my turn now. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this one here.
Okay.
Uh, come down, and I'll do first attack. Gets him. Oh, that's a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
7 damage.
All right, as you step up to this guy, you swipe your blade and like this rat guy is like when you get closer, you notice he's basically skin and bones. He's like very thin, emaciated, almost decaying, and you basically cut through him like cutting through cloth, and you cut through his torso, and he just dies immediately.
Alright. Second attack. Transferring Hunter's Mark to this one. That's like looks like a legit fighter, perhaps. That is a 23 to hit
That hits.
with 7 damage.
And then as you swipe through that first guy, you also bring your sword along and rake it across this other vermin guy. But this one seems to be much more of well-equipped. He's fuller in body. He's not emaciated. He's wearing armor that you can see over his the white robe that they're all wearing. And you scrape across him and cut into his shoulder, and he screeches out. Next up is Sunset. What would you like to do?
I would like to hold my action.
All right. Next up is Vespasian. Let's see here. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He goes to here, ready for action, with his axe drawn, but he doesn't make it quite to the group yet. Next up is all of these rats. As these two rats lets out screeches, you hear like rumbling and scratching, and like all the nooks and crannies of this cave, rats start appearing out of the shadows, and they all rush to fight.
Oh man. This is too good of an opportunity. I'm sorry, Kaelin. Preemptively.
You gotta just told us to hang back.
First
This
off,
is too good of an opportunity.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys against Kaelin. What's your AC, Kaelin?
AC is 16. And I'll use my defensive duelist against the actual fighter.
They all rush you, and only one of them connects.
Okay.
Whoa. He does 6 points of damage to you.
6
And then
points.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then the other guy, nothing. And then the big guy, one of the commanders.
Against. Oh, wait, so like I'm using defensive duelist against like the one big guy, and that gives me a +4.
Okay.
AC. So
Okay.
that'll be a AC of 20 for one attack.
He hits. And misses the other one.
Is that not the right?
Does 8 points of damage.
All right.
Okay.
So as all these rats come out of nowhere and just swarm you two, which is Kaelin and Vespasian, they start just overwhelming. They're like one's on your back and one's crawling on your thigh and one's reaching for you, and the guy with the armor is behind them all, sweeping like a big rotted, dented sword at you, and they slice into you from multiple sides and do, what did I say, 6 plus 7? 6 plus 8?
Yeah. So I've taken 14 damage.
All right, it's now
Down 32.
Can I interject here?
you can jump in whenever you want.
Okay. All right. So this will be fun. So I'm gonna use one of the charges on my dress. To move to there.
Okay.
I am then going to quicken spell Thunderstep to teleport me and Kaelin back over here.
Okay.
And what does
Kaelin goes
Thunder Step do?
So, and I will also. Actually, I guess it will. Hold on, let me double check this real quick. Quicken spell, transmute spell. Okay, so I can only do one of those. So it's gonna have to be thunder damage. But what that is going to do is that all of the rats in a
5, 10?
10-foot
So
radius,
2 spaces.
2 spaces around me, are going to have to make a DC 15 con save, or take 3d10 thunder damage. They will take half if they fail.
Okay, so a DC. You said DC 10.
15.
15. Okay, this guy's
Vespasian
dexterity.
will also have to make that.
Yeah. So you jumped from right there.
Yes.
So that's basically everyone except for the guy on the far right and the 2 on the far left.
Yep.
So that's
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. 9.
Yeah, it's quality AoE damage.
Yep.
Five of them passed. 4 failed.
Okay. Now, do you want me to roll this just as group damage, or do you want me to roll individually?
Roll individually for the ones that passed and as a group, the ones that passed and the ones that failed.
Okay, got it. All right.
So who first?
Let's do the ones that passed first. Well, that's a 1. That's a 4. And that's Jack. That's another 1. I am going to spend a sorcery point to re-roll a couple of those. I'll be re-rolling the 2 1s. Oh, that's better. That's a 7. And that fell off my desk. And that's an 8. Much better. So that's
these are the
going
ones
to
that-
be...
These are the ones that pass, so they're half
15
damage.
These are... Yes.
Yeah.
So that's 15, 19 damage total, so half of
Okay.
that.
Okay, so that's 5 of them.
Nine.
These.
You've set
Okay.
them free.
The ones. Are you going to be able to roll over 7 damage for the ones that did not pass?
I mean, there's a possibility that I won't.
Roll them quick. If you once you roll over 7 damage, then I'm just gonna take them off.
I just rolled an 8.
Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go.
So they're all gone.
Okay, next up, there's 2 of those guys. That's okay. 1 passed, 1 failed.
Okay. Let's do the one that failed first. That's a 7. That's a 1. That's Jack. That's a 7, so 15.
So the one that passes 15 goes down to an 8. That is that guy, so he goes... okay. And then the one that failed.
The one that failed, we've got 3, 8, and 10, so that's 21 damage.
Ouch.
Should be very dead.
I would hope so, but
Let's see, are they dead?
and then I also
They
need
are
to roll
not.
for
They are not
Vespasian.
dead.
Oh,
And then Vespasian passes.
Passes? Okay, so he will take half this damage. That's a 10. That's a 3. And that's a 4. So 17.
17.
Yep.
Oh, half that, so that's
Yeah, half that, so
So that's 9. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you jump in, you grab Kaelin by the shoulder, and then you thunderstep out, leaving this explosion, and it lights like it's thunder damage, so it lights up the room for a half second, and you see these big surprised eyes of these rats, and they just like disintegrate, like, and their bones and body parts splash against the wall. And Vespasian like covers his face, and things are bouncing off of his armor. But with that, it is now Sam's turn.
Piece of shit.
All right. I think I am going to maneuver as close as I can, like stealthily towards Vespasian, and as he's staring at the rats, and try to snatch the amulet off of him.
Okay. You give me a sleight of hand. He is distracted right now, so it's definitely an advantage for you. Actually, first, hold on. First, give me a Constitution saving throw to see if you can overcome the symptoms of being drunk.
I got a 5.
Okay, then you do a sleight of hand at disadvantage now.
Okay. 16.
2 16s.
Whew. Oh,
wait, did he
okay.
really roll? No, you need to roll again.
No. That was he rolled it a second time after he rolled his bill.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Impressive.
impressive.
He is
So
an impressive drunk.
You with intention, you sneak up by Vespasian, who's currently like wiping the rat guts off of his armor and his face, and you sneak up behind him to like try to unclasp the jewel, but in your drunkenness, you literally stumble over a stone. But instead of colliding into him, you hit the wall of the tunnel, but with the swipe of your hand, you barely your fingertips graze the clasp on the back of his jewels, and it unclicks it, and it falls to the ground. So it is currently sitting on the ground beneath Vespasian, but he is unaware it has fallen off of him.
Can I roll a perception check to see this?
Alright.
Yes.
Well-
Both you and Kaelin do that.
I'm gonna use my bonus action, Fast Hands, to snatch up the fallen amulet.
Okay. Sunset and Kaelin, what do you roll for perception?
13.
Okay, you do not notice this is happening.
Okay.
What do you need for what's the action you did, Sam?
It says
Do you
I
need-
can use a bonus action to make a sleight of hand check, use my thieves' tools, disarm a trap, things like that. So
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check at this. Just straight sleight of hand check.
25.
Yeah. You
Jesus
You-
Christ.
good at
You
picking up off the ground.
as you pick yourself up on the ground, you stealthily like reach underneath him, grab it, pocket it, and then you stand up again just as Vespasian's like peeks over his shoulder to look at you. And you like as you're doing that, you like steady yourself like you're like ready to attack. And he goes and he looks at you and he gives you a nod and then turns back to the rats. Good job. All right, and with that, it
Goddamn.
is Caitlin's turn.
10 points to Gryffindor for sheer dumb luck.
So my perception has been that he fled from battle, right? Ran past me. I missed trying to get a swipe at him, and then he ran in front. And looks like he gathered his nerve. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, you're seeing him rush back into battle. Yeah.
I'm getting a very different picture because I have a feeling I know what's going on at this point. Because I think he had the same idea that I had.
Yeah.
But I was going to
Okay.
try and go about it a slightly different way.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stack up behind Sam here, bow out, and then do a shot at that guy,
Okay.
which we have. Well, we have all sorts of stuff on him. So he's injured. So
Only the 2 on the westernmost side and the 1 on the rightmost side are
This
undamaged.
guy is injured,
ooh,
and this guy's injured.
so that was a 17. So that was a 17 to hit
That hits.
with 14 damage.
Okay. The bow sinks into his shoulder, and he shrieks out like a rat. But he doesn't fall over.
Yeah. Okay. Second shot. 22 to hit. Plus
definitely hits.
13 damage. That is it's a beaky rat.
This this bow finds purchase right in his maw, like in his muzzle, goes through it and into his sinuses, and you hear like a gurgle and like a squeak gurgle, and then he falls over dead.
All right, and I'll use my bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark onto this other one here on the left side, that I can see.
Next up is Sunset.
Oh, really? All right. I was gonna wait to do this, but since everything seems to be free and clear, and I'm not gonna metagame that I know that Vespasian doesn't have his amulet anymore, we're gonna do what I initially had planned on doing before I realized that I could actually get Kaelin out of there. Provided that it will actually hit the way that I want. So let me just confirm that real quick. These are 5-foot squares, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is gonna hit exactly the way I want. So I am going to target right here.
Mm-hmm.
20 feet in all directions from that point. Everybody
Cool.
needs to make a DC 15 Dex save
Okay,
against
DC
my fireball.
15. The one
Does that
little,
include Vespasian?
The
That
one little
includes
rat.
Vespasian.
yeah, the one little rat fails. The 3 big rats, one passes. Both the 2 other fail, and Vespasian.
You're
fails
lucky I
also.
didn't see that, Sam, because otherwise you would have been included.
So the little rat just dies. He's gonna take 7 points of damage.
Yeah, probably. It's.
So you
what
got
is it,
you got
86.
the one with the hunter's mark on it failed. So give him damage on him.
Okay. 1. Okay, hold on. Let me write this out so that I make sure that I'm counting correctly. I'm not gonna re-roll these. I just want to make sure that I don't overroll.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 3, 5, 1, 1, 6, 4, and 6. So that's 12, 22, 25, 27 damage. So half of
27.
He failed, right?
Yeah,
Or no, he
this is for
passed.
both. This is for both that failed. So 27.
Okay, so 27.
27. The one on the right is the damage one. So the one on the right bursts into flames and falls over like a burning mass on the floor. And the one on the far right takes 27. Okay, and then roll for Vespasian.
All right. That's a 6. That's a 5. That's a 2. That's a 4. That's a 1. 5. And 4. Alright, so 8, 12, 18, 28,
28.
29
29
damage.
So as you let the fireball loose in this concealed room, it basically like a blows up, fills the space with burning flame, encompassing all those rats, and then also like barely overcoming Vespasian, and he like falls over with his his cloth armor. The cloth parts of his armor are singed. And he screams out and falls over to the ground. With that, it's Vespasian's turn, who stands up with rage and looks back at you and just gives you a death stare, like you. And then he
Poor rats.
heads over here.
I'm sorry, I can only see a small sliver of the room, but it looked like there were a lot of them. Actually, I did get a small glimpse in there. I don't know how many I actually killed.
Wow. And in his disarray, he misses completely at the rat in front of him.
Understandably disoriented.
Yep.
Next up is the rat's turn. With this loud explosion, I need
Someone can hear that.
I need Sunset to give me a perception check. Actually, it doesn't matter. You already know what's happening. with that, you see like a wave, like a flood of rat bodies start to like stream into the hallway from the right, from the east.
Okay. I kind of expected that after the first one, but yeah. All right. That's reasonable.
A planned spike growth with thunderstep that could have been affected, but well.
It's all right.
You got this?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I have the highest AC of our party.
What?
Well, according to your sheet, you have 14.
Nope. Show 16 now.
Okay.
Isn't
I still have higher.
right?
To
I
the
do have-
south,
I do
I
have 17.
need Sam and Kaelin to give me a perception check.
All right. So what? 14.
17.
You both see this. Another rush of rats comes from the right-hand side, but from the left, on the left here, you see something different. These are rats, like vermin swarm, like you've seen before from the other guys, but these guys are different. There's actually two of them, one behind the other. The front one is holding like it looks like a mortar, you know, like a stubby cannon. He's holding it under his arm like this, and there's like tubes, and they're all wearing like battered and stained leather armor, and there's like tubes coming out of the mortar over his shoulder and winding around his body and back to the guy behind him. The guy behind him's holding like a canister that's connected to those tubes, and both of them are wearing like gas masks with
Jesus.
Goggles, like, and they're all of what they're wearing too is like, you know, like scorched and like singed and like acid burned away from it, and their fur is like kind of patchy. Yeah, so first off, let's start up against Sunset. The one rat that made it to you.
Okay.
What's your AC? 14, you said?
17.
17. Okay, so he comes up at you and he swings with his he's holding a halberd. And he swings and he as he comes down, he hits the wood beam above his head, and the weapon gets stuck there and he doesn't hit you. And
Still
then
haven't gotten a chance to use the spell. All right.
and then all the rats that are attacking Vespasian. It's all of them swing at Vespasian. Oh, actually, this one, you know, it moved this guy. He moves up here. He does, and again, like these guys just swarm Vespasian. He's surrounded by rats, and they're all climbing on his shoulder, and he's like trying to take him off his back, and they're clawing at his face. And then lastly, the guy that attacks Sam. What's your AC, Sam?
15.
All right, he hits you once, and he does 10 damage. He comes up and just, with his halberd, like rams it into your thigh, right into the meat of your thigh. But with that, the guy with the cannon apparatus thing, what do you want to call it? Let's get some 9th Age lore in here. Let's call it a NAFTA thrower. NAFTA. NAPHTA, NAFTA thrower.
Okay.
And you hear like a click, click, click. And out of the cannon shoots. Doesn't miss.
a smaller rat.
Shoots a giant flame that basically goes like this and like this and goes all the way to here.
Oh, a lot of friendly fire.
Ah, it's a one action. Wow, that is a lot of friendly fire.
Huh.
Actually, no, that's a little extreme. Let's tone that down. Let's go like that. There we go.
Oh, that was fine.
It's
Keep it
still a
at that.
lot. It's still a lot
So
of friendly
give me Sam and Vespasian, which I will do. Give a dex check.
Uh, 13.
Okay, you successfully pass. And you take 7 points of damage. Vespasian passed also, and he takes 6 points of damage.
Sam, you should be able. You can see that guy, right? I assume you can, considering that.
Yeah, he know-
no. Okay.
Yeah, he can. He can because he passed the perception check.
And you passed the saving throw.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can uncanny dodge to take no damage.
I'll take it.
Well, look at that. How do you delete what I just drew? Oh, there we go.
Oh, you select it.
Yeah, I think you got to select it and then.
And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4 rats. Let's see here. So these guys just vaporize in the flame, and the last one dies also. Shoots in there, does all, just fills the like it's back-to-back explosion in this room. But now it is Sam's turn. There are currently dying, squealing, burning rats all over this room.
Okay, I'm gonna move here and use my sneak attack against this rat here.
Okay.
Using my sword. Roll a 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And I do 10 plus 17, so 27 damage.
27, Jesus. You come up and just, I don't know how you do this. Are you still using your golden dildos, or are you using your daggers?
I think the first option sounds pretty good now.
You take one of those golden phalluses and you sneak up and jab it into the base of his spine, which causes the rat to arc back and go like, and then you jam the other one down his throat and yank it backwards and take out his jaw, and the rat dies.
And then with my fast hands bonus action, I'm gonna toss the amulet to Calypso.
Oh, give me a dex check.
Can I see him do this?
You get a perception check at advantage because you're right in front of you.
13.
Okay.
All right. So that is a 20, but let's see if I
Okay,
can
so-
get higher. I did 22.
You definitely
Oops.
see Sam murder a rat with
With gold dildos.
with a sex object, and then as he turns from the action, you know, like he like ripped out the rat's jaw, you see him with his other hand flick, like backhand flick this jewel, like all you see is a sparkle out of the side of your eye, and you notice it as the jewel that that Vespasian had, and it lands in the kind of unsuspecting hands of Calypso, and she looks down at it.
Hold on, because the purpose of me wanting to see that was I wanted to do something. Can I make a dex check to try and catch it first?
That would be a reaction. I guess you can. Yeah. But it's gonna be a high DC, but okay.
What's DC?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I either want a nat 1 or a nat 20. I would be okay with either one. Somewhere in between just isn't gonna cut it for me, though.
Yeah, we need something epic to happen.
Oh shit! Nat 20.
Oh.
Nice.
Nat fucking 20.
Okay, hold on. I need to test some things here. Hold on. Okay. As Sam backhand flicks the jewel as it's, you know, spinning in the air, so it's like cartwheeling with the chain cartwheeling behind it. You reach out with your. Are you carrying a staff? What weapon are you carrying?
It's a
You
staff.
reach out with your staff, and like by the luck of the gods, you thread the needle of the necklace, and it's sitting at the end of your staff, and you pull it back to you, and it's kind of perched on the top of the end of your staff. Calypso just looks confused. She was expecting to catch it like at a reaction, and she sees it go off to you. So with that, it is now Kaelin's turn.
All right. Gonna move down here using bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark over to the Ratshorn Naphtha throwing team. All right. First attack. That is a 18 to hit with 8 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. Now they're taking damage, I'll add my Colossus Slayer to that. Ooh, and that is only a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah, so you throw your knife. It hits him in the shoulder, and you see him reel in pain, but he doesn't drop the. Actually, no, maybe he does. Yeah, he doesn't drop the cannon, the naphtha thrower.
Okay, and then I'll use the remaining action to move back up a couple steps.
All right, Sunset's your turn.
Out of sight.
All right.
I'm gonna say to secure the amulet off of your staff, it's gonna be a bonus action to do that.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to turn to Calypso and say, the task was to acquire the amulet. The method was my own, and hand it to her.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Sam, you definitely notice this happening. You can make an attempt to stop this, or to grab it out of Sunset's hand, if you want to.
No, I think we accomplished the mission.
As far as I'm concerned, I was supposed to deliver the amulet. Nobody else could know I was supposed to deliver the amulet. So stipulations there were I needed to get the amulet and hand it to her.
That's up to Calypso's interpretation, but she takes the amulet out of your hand. She looks at it, and her eyes glint, and she's like, "Yes." And with that,
She disappears.
are you done with your turn? Are you done with your turn?
Well, I did my bonus action. Handing over the amulet, is that going to cost any action or at all?
I guess
Hand
that
on
would
to
be a
another character. It can be done with movement. It doesn't take an action. PHP 190.
Okay, so I still have my action?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I might as well attack.
Yeah. Yeah, you do that. There's a...
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Now the question is, how do I want to attack? I think I can kill him, and I should have enough movement. I'm going to move back, actually, right to there. And I'm going to cast. Where is it? I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Nice.
So it's a 15-foot cone in front of me.
Yeah, so it's gonna hit 4 lesser rats and then the 1 bigger rat.
Right. So they need to make a DC 15 dex save, or take 4d6 fire damage.
They all failed.
Nice.
So I'll do 1 roll for all the lesser rats and 1 roll for the big rat.
Okay. So for the lesser rats, we've got a 4, a 1, which is 5, a 3, which is going to be 8, which I think kills them.
Yep, kills them.
Yeah, so I won't even bother rolling the last die. And then for him, that's a 4, it's a 6, so 10, it's a 3, 13, it's a 5, 18 damage to him.
18, okay. Okay.
Okay, now, hold on, I want to calculate something here. So that was 5, 10, 15. How much movement are you going to take for me handing the amulet over?
You did 1, 2, 3 4
Yes.
movement, and so that's 4 times 5 is
it
20.
should have been
20 feet.
So I started here.
Oh yeah, 3. So it'd be 30. It'd be 15 feet.
Yeah, and then so for handing the amulet over, how much is that going to be?
Let's just call an extra 5, so 20 feet total movement there.
Okay, so I can still move 15. I just want to move back here. Put a little
Okay.
bit more distance between me and the oncoming rats.
Next up is Calypso, and with that, she looks at the jewel in her hand. She stuffs it into her coat underneath her lapel, and she immediately turns and starts running to the left.
These fucking people.
Yep.
That's
Whatever.
Calypso's turn. It is now Vespasian's turn. Let's see here. First one. It's...
Although, I mean, Sam and I now have plausible deniability. We no longer have the amulet. We have no idea what happened to it.
That's
Right,
true.
Sam?
That darn Calypso.
Yeah, she must have snuck up behind you and stolen it while you were distracted by the rats. We know
Vespasian's
she's
fighting the
alive.
rats down here.
Mm-hmm.
And next up is the rats. So,
Oh boy.
this rat charges. Charges.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I
These
know what I'm
two
doing
rats
next
attack
More burning hands.
Vespasian, miss both times. This rat goes 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, and
Oh, can move
again.
and shoot? Shit.
Let's see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Okay, this is gonna be funny. The naphtha thrower turns the corner. You see the rat see you and raise up the cannon, hits the lever to shoot it, and you hear a click, 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 and the cannon explodes in his hand.
Oh.
Both.
Good.
I need both Kaelin and Vespasian to do a dex check. Vespasian
save?
passes. Dex save.
Dex
thank
save
you.
or dex? Okay.
Save.
Even with the +7, oh, it's a natural 1.
Natural 1.
Maybe a
Okay, here we
+70.
go.
Doesn't matter.
The explosion
Ooh,
rips through the
pretty
tunnel
lights.
with like shrapnel, and you take 11 damage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And all that's left where the cannon was is just a scorch, like a divot and a scorch mark in the floor.
Not even a blood splatter?
No, not even that.
Great,
All right,
we're
next
now
up
breathing in
is
vaporized
Sam.
blood.
What was that?
It's your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, I think I'm going to attack that rat, I guess.
Okay.
Uh, 26.
That definitely hits.
And I do 6 damage.
All right. That was that rat. 6. Okay.
Then I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage
Okay.
and move down here. 6.
All right.
Good idea.
Next up is Kaelin.
Back up if you can. I don't know if I can actually say that, but I don't want, because Fireball does stipulate that the fire goes around corners.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go down to give Vespasian some help. Which one of these have been injured already?
Neither of them injured.
Neither of them have been injured. Okay. So I'm going to transfer my Hunter's Mark to this one directly in front of me with my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And then ooh, that's a no-go for a hit. So wait, no. So no, it is hit. Good. So it was, well, I don't know, 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
All right, try again. We have a 17.
That hits.
All right, 8 damage to this one here.
Okay. All right, Sunset is you.
All right. I am going to burn 2 sorcery points to quicken spell Fireball at the 4th level. I am going to cast it just to be on the safe side. I'm going to cast it right here. So it's a 20-foot radius, so that should hit every single rat there.
Okay. So everyone needs
And
a
they all
dex
need to
check,
make
right?
DC 17 or 15.
Yeah, okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Three passed, 5 failed.
Okay.
So the 5 that failed, you're not gonna roll less than 7, so they're dead.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want me to roll separately for the...
No, just individually for the 3 that passed, so you gotta roll a 14 at least.
Yeah, okay, well, so I'm rolling 9d6. So, let's see. Hold on, let me bring my... Who's it's up?
If you make it to 14, you're good.
Yeah. So, 4... 1... So 5 total. 3, that's 8. 3, that's
Oh, shoot,
11.
I'm still playing the same music. I gotta change the music.
1, that's 12. I'm gonna hit 14. I'm at 12 already, and I've got 3 more to roll, or 4 more to roll.
Oh yeah, so
So even if I rolled a
die.
1 every time, I'd hit minimum 14.
And both of the big guys fail, so roll full damage for them.
Okay. That's it. 2, 3, 2, 3. Jesus Christ. 1. God damn. 4. 2. Okay, I'm gonna burn another sorcery point to empower the spell and reroll 4 of these.
Okay.
Let me just figure out which 4 I'm going to re-roll real quick. Hopefully I get higher than 2 1s and 2 2s. Well, that's definitely better, so that turns into a 6. That turns into a 3, which is still better. That turns into a 3, which again is still better. And that turned into a 6. That was much better. All right, so we've got 12, 18, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 33 damage.
Okay. You kill every rat there.
Yes.
Nice shot.
I was just gonna back up. I guess I don't have to anymore.
Next up is... Oh, you go ahead.
I'll go ahead and move over to here.
All right, with that, it's Calypso's turn, and since none of you can see her now, she escapes from view. She's gone. Let's remove her from there. Okay, next up is Vespasian. Oh, okay. Vespasian just takes up his axe and tears down this rat in front of him, just like almost bisecting him at the shoulder. And kills him. Next up is Sam.
Alright, I'm going to 2, 3, 4, 5. Move here and sneak attack this rat here. 25 to hit. And 18 damage.
18. Damn, okay. Was that 20? Okay. You stab him in the gut, and he's just like, ugh! He's still standing, but he's grabbing his gut.
Then I'm gonna use my cunning action to disengage and. Actually, I can't. I've used my. Never mind. That's it.
All right, Kaelin, it's you.
Okay. Got my this mark, main attack. And plus this later, so. 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
And then I'll try that again. 19 to hit.
That hits.
7 damage.
7. Oh, that killed him. You kill him, and you have killed all the rats.
I'm using my bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark to Sam.
All right, with that, you have cleared the vermin swarm horde. I need everyone to take a perception check.
Is it to find out that Calypso's not here anymore? Because
8.
I expected that was
You
going to
all
happen.
realize that.
Perception is going to be 22.
Okay.
12.
So this the room up to the north east is, you understand this to be where these vermin swarm were tunneling, and that is definitely that direction. You can tell just from your general sense of direction that this is leading underneath the keep. And also, oopsie. Did Kaelin just, no, she didn't drop. You can tell that the direction to this, there's 2 exits to this room you're in right now. The one on the left is leading toward no, it's leading down, like there's a ramp going down, and to the right it's even level.
Okay.
I assume we have to attempt to track again if we want to continue following any sort of tracks we were following previously.
Correct.
Yeah.
Kaelin.
How are people on damage?
I'm good.
I'm down 25 HP.
I'm not dead yet.
I got some good berries.
Yet?
Anybody want some good berries to munch on to give you a boost?
Unless it'll restore my spell slots, I'm fine. I have taken no damage.
What do they do? What's the...
You get 1 HP per good berry, and then it gives you nourishment for a whole day.
How many can you consume at once?
I think it's one at a time.
How many would you need to consume to rid yourself of drunkenness? Because I mean, they say that eating food is good. I mean, and if one good berry provides enough nourishment for the whole day, would that not be sufficient?
I think it's at the DM's discretion for that.
Reasonable.
What's the ruling on?
They're berries. You can eat as many as you want.
Yeah. So.
Can I have a handful of good berries?
Sure, I'll give 5 to. I saw Sam actually kill something, so it's like, okay, I don't know why he left before, but he did some damage. So I'll give 5 to Sam, 5 to Vespasian, and I'm gonna down 25.
Vespasian is very angry at this point. He looks at you and says, "You fight like heathens, like lower class, with no tact and no precision." And he's pretty beat up. He's got all of his clothes are singed. He's got marks across his face, like scratch marks. And he is out of disgust and out of elitism. He says, "I do not want these good berries."
Okay.
But what he does do is he takes a potion out of his pocket and drinks it.
Reasonable.
Yeah. Very well.
Out of character, he won't be taking any more friendly fire damage. I can tell you that now.
Right.
The goal has been accomplished.
So, go head down this passage here. Well, actually, I guess.
I think you've got the best. It was survival, right?
Yeah, checking. I know there's been a lot of movement, but do I notice? I guess I'll ride survival, see if I can see any tracking of door sisters. 17.
It's not bad.
Human footprints.
You notice she would have gone down this quarter.
Okay. Let's stack up.
Vespasian is front in line. All right.
Get off me, Sam. I do not appreciate your advances.
Scurrying around beneath people's legs, like a little dog.
I'm trying to decide if I want to do this or not.
So hold on, before you do anything, you peer down this hallway, and it seems to be empty.
Let me find
Oops.
one of my coins. I think this is what I need. Yeah.
There's a hallway that leads off to
50%?
the left and a hallway that leads to the right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me make a quick 1d2 roll.
Dude, you have like 20 dice in front of you.
I know, but I'm gonna actively flip a coin. I want to see how fate decides I play this.
All right.
Because on the one
Get on
hand, I'll actively apologize to Vespasian. On the other hand, I will remain silent. We'll call that heads, and heads will be I actively apologize.
So
Oh,
what do
no,
you say
I stay
exactly?
silent.
What do you say exactly?
I say nothing.
He does nothing.
I say
Oh,
nothing.
okay.
I rolled a 2, which means I do nothing.
Vespasian continues down the hallway in disgust. Which way do you want to go, Kaelin? Or any of you, actually.
Which way does my stealth check give me? Do I check every single corner? Do I run a stealth check at every corner? Or
nature check.
Every area, every room, I would say. So yeah, do another check here.
okay. 15. Oh wait, sorry, that was a stealth check. I need a survival check. So
Yeah.
5.
You the trail becomes unclear.
Okay.
I comb the ground looking for any clues. Smell the earth. Peer the walls.
Give me a what is it? A survival check. Give me a survival check.
I'll also go ahead and make a survival check.
15.
It's unclear, but I think we should go.
Oh, that's going to be a 20. Not natural, but it is a 20.
Ooh, okay.
So it was a 19 plus 1, if that matters.
You see a path that led into the room to the left, and then another path that exited the room from the left and goes south.
Wait.
Well,
Oh, so
let's
you
enter
saw
the room
them.
to the left first and see what's in there.
All right.
All right, Vespasian's going in first here.
Good, I want him on point.
And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Ah, of course. Oh, that doesn't look good.
820. It doesn't look good.
17.
Oh, it's another fire team.
Yep. That is a 22.
Speedy guys.
Sam, you rolled a 17, right?
Yes, 17.
All right, with that, let's see here. I need Sunset to go first. You enter the room, and you see multiple rats in here, and this is like leading down, and then eventually it goes beneath the water table, and this is standing water. And you see the water moving, so like it's an underground river. Like there's a passage underneath there that the water is traveling in. In this area, you see numerous different rats, but also you see one naphtha thrower weapons team. But instead of holding the naphtha thrower, it's being fed in, like the mouth of the gun is in the water, and there's multiple larger canisters in this area of some glowing green substance that is being pumped into the water.
Oh.
That sounds bad.
Evil warp stone. The damn cursed saves. I also be a loading room for explosives.
So I assume where I'm at, I cannot see the 2 to the south. I can only see the 3 in the
No,
diagonal
I'm saying
line.
you can. You can see everything.
I can see everything from where I'm at.
If you
Okay.
want to like actually do an attack, you have to move into sight of them, but you know they're there.
Okay. As long as I am not in direct attack line of sight for the 2 to the south, I'm fine. What I would like to do is cast a Scorching Ray at these 3.
Oh boy. Hope nothing's flammable in there. Or maybe. We should.
Well,
All right, so those 3.
Yeah.
What do I need to roll?
You don't need to roll anything. I need to roll 3 attack rolls. One against each of them. So we'll start with the one furthest away.
Mm-hmm.
And this is +7. What is that? 13 to hit.
13 of them from this way does hit.
Does hit? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and just roll damage against him. It's 2d6. That is a 5, and that is a 1, so that is 6 damage.
Oh, you didn't kill him. Huh.
I did not kill him, no.
Okay. Next one.
It's only 2d6, but I do get to hit 3 of them. So middle one, that is going to be a 22 to hit.
That definitely hits him.
And that is a 5 and a 3, so he should be dead.
Yes, he is dead.
And then the one closest, that is going to be 18 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. And then that is a 5 and a 4, so that's 9 damage to him.
9 damage to him. Okay.
And let me this time I do speak. Since I'm right here by Vespasian, I'm gonna say, how do you like that for precision?
Okay, that's a... Give me an intimidation check, I guess.
All right, I can do that. What is my intimidation? +4. That's going to be a 19.
Woohoo.
Okay. As he's kind of paying attention to the battle, he says to you, Sylvans who wield the flame of magic are unique in this world. And that's all he says.
That's all he says. Okay. I'll take it. That sounded like a compliment.
Next up is Kaelin.
Even if it...
All right, stacking up on the wall here, getting a line of sight on the weapons team down at the bottom.
Okay.
All right, so first attack. It is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. We'll roll again. So that is currently 7 damage, and now I'm going to do my second. Hold on, I need to get rid of this bonus roll. And then a 17 to hit on my second attack with 17 damage. So that is 24 damage total.
Woo. So there's 2 of them there. Like you kill off. You hit the guy in the head that's holding the canisters up against the wall, and you kill him outright. And the one holding the naphtha thrower into the water doesn't notice, and the canister kind of wobbles against the wall and then falls over and lands on the other guy. This is tall. This is like a 5-foot tall canister. It's a big canister, and squishes him and kills him. But when it does that, it breaks open the top of the canister and just green goo starts spilling into the water. Next up is Sam.
Does it start foaming?
Take a perception check. Yeah, it does. It does foam.
The same type of foam that we were seeing at like the docks. Okay, so we've identified where that's coming from.
Yep.
Great. So try not to hit the canisters.
Going to stand here and hold my action for a bit.
All right.
And I'm gonna try to like hide as best I can as well.
Okay, you're going to hide. Vespasian comes up, charges the rat in front of him. and decapitates this rat. And then moves over to this rat. And swings on the other rat and hits him right in the chest, but doesn't kill the rat. It is now the rat's turn. The one rat that has 1 hit point left just squeaks with terror and tries to start swimming under the water.
Oh.
And does so successfully and dives underneath the water and disappears from view.
Damn.
The other rat is going after Vespasian. Hits once. And hits him. But just basically deflects off of his armor. Next up is Sunset.
I'll move into the room. And I'll cast Magic Missile at the first level on the remaining rat.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 3 darts that auto hit for 1d4 plus 1 damage. So that is 5 damage, another 5 damage, and another 5 damage. Jesus Christ.
15, so 20, okay. You
That's
slam
not bad
into him and the rat squeaks with pain again, but he still is standing up. Kaelin, it's your turn.
Alright. I'll come charging in, doing my weapon attacks. So. Uh, 9 to hit. That's not going to be good enough. So second attack of main action. That's a 10 to hit. That's also good, not good enough. And then my bonus action, 11 to hit. Nope.
That's not good
Whole
enough.
lot, nothing.
Did you really roll 9, 10, 11?
I did.
That's gotta be worth something. Maybe he
Next up
just
is
keel over
Sam.
in fear.
Alright, I'm gonna maneuver down here. So I can click on my guy. And do my sneak attack on the rat. 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And 22 damage.
Oh,
You successfully
nice.
just destroy this rat. Just you decapitate him with your golden dildos. All right, so you're in this room. Everyone, give me a perception check.
19.
11.
18.
All right, you definitely notice that the foaming has stopped from the camp. Like it's not stopped, but you can see the current in this water taking the green ooze underneath the city and out. Like it's not foaming here, and it's being swept away. You do notice on the equipment that the canisters and the naphtha thrower that were being used, you see a particular symbol, and I'm sorry I didn't prep this, but I didn't have an image to show you at the moment, but it is the symbol of another god, dark god. It is the symbol of Kulima, who is the dark god of envy. that is inscribed on the canister and also on the naphtha thrower equipment it's being used to put into the water. This is peculiar to you guys because normally vermin swarm, in your knowledge, have no connection with the dark gods.
Could you spell that for me?
Kulima is Kuulima. Kulima.
Almost had it right. I missed a U.
Going AFK for a minute.
Okay. So, with that, the Vespasian notices this also, and Vespasian says, "This is very troubling. These are vermin swarm, tainted by the dark gods."
One-stop shop.
Need to
Alright.
steal an amulet off of a elven ambassador? Fireball.
All right, so what do you want to do?
Well, we saw the trail go from this room down to the other path, so let's just continue following the trail.
So, and that other rat just swam underwater, and then there's some underwater passageway somewhere out of here.
Well, that makes sense. The foam that we were seeing in here was the same that we were seeing in the docks, so there's got to be some connection between the two.
Yeah. So, like, pouring out liquid from these containers and stuff. That's caused it, or like, do we need to secure the containers?
I mean,
or
that's likely it. I don't know that we necessarily need to secure the containers. We just need to note where it is in the in the catacombs.
Yeah.
And just inform the people upstairs once we get back.
okay.
Let them deal with it.
You want this piece of chalk? No, we got a map. We got a map. We can show.
Yeah,
them
we've got a map. We can.
Okay. All right. So we're checking out the rest of the path, going down over here.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So as you head down this tunnel, it's a winding tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And you come to another crossroads here where Vespasian is. And take a survival check.
All of us? Or just...
I assume we can see to the north and see that it's in the same room that we were in previously.
Yeah, actually,
Maybe.
go ahead. I can go ahead and reveal that, right? There is a way off to the right, but what did you get for your survival check?
I didn't anything good enough. I got an 8.
I rolled a 12.
Also a 12.
You definitely see the path leads to the south.
Okay.
All right. Southward ho.
All right, so you go down to here, and it reveals another room. And in this
Oh,
room
shit.
is something very
Oh.
different.
That doesn't look good.
The hell?
I had that miniature too.
It's clearly one of the door sisters.
Sitting in this room is a rat, but it's the size. It's probably 8 to 9 feet tall, and it's bloated and has this distended belly, and it's got in one hand is like there's no paw remaining. There's just like it's been a sword or a jagged piece of metal's been attached to it. That's like a weapon. And it's a giant rat. It's to bring in the Ninth Age lore. It's a Murmillo Brute. And let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Where did my things go here? There we go. Yep. So everyone roll for initiative.
Okay. Oh shit. 23.
Ooh, you just beat me. I got a 22.
Well,
And the
Oh, I gotta play
Vespasian.
catch up though.
All right. So Kaelin goes first. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move up here to get into range, and we'll do our longbow. Let's see. Cast hunter. Yeah. Where's mark on it? Yeah, sure. So I will let's see, longbow hit.
What'd you roll?
I rolled an 8 to hit, 8 to damage, so that is a fail. I rolled a 26 to hit with 5
That hits.
damage.
How much damage?
So 5 damage.
5
5.
damage. Okay. Next up is. Or do you have another attack?
Nope. I think I can only bonus is would be for a hand-to-hand attack, but I'm not getting near that thing yet.
Okay. Next up is Sunset.
All right. For starters, I will ask the 3 people around me if any of them would like to breathe fire for this fight.
I feel like if I can backstab or sneak attack, I can do a lot more damage that way than fire. Get a single target.
Vespasian grunts a no.
Kaelin?
What? Does that count as an action?
Yes, it would be an action.
You can talk. You can answer.
I mean, if you need me to do it, fine. If you think it's more useful, then
I'm asking if you want to. Like,
no.
okay, that's fine. I can do other things.
Yeah, cast Firebolt, Twin Firebolt, or whatever.
Well, I can't cast Twin Fireball. I can, however, just cast Fireball.
I meant Firebolt, but you know, you do whatever you need. Do we get
No,
like advantage to hit because this is a rather large object?
Arguably, I feel like it should, but GM's discretion. Yeah, you know, it's big enough, probably tanky enough. I think I will burn my last 3rd level spell on Fireball to hit this.
Okay.
Before anybody gets close enough to wind up taking friendly fire. So DC 15 Dex.
All right. Fails. Actually, critical fails.
Oh, interesting. I am, however, gonna go ahead and quicken spell this. So it will be cast as a bonus action.
Okay.
Where'd it go? Okay, and so this will be 8d6. That. Ooh. That is a 3. That's a 5. That's 5. That's 4. And that's a 3. Oh, one more. And that's a 3. I will leave it. All right, so we've got 9, 19, 23, 27, 29 damage.
Okay.
And then for my regular action, I'm going to cast Firebolt at it. So that is going to be shit. That's going to be 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. So it goes wide and nothing happens. Okay.
All right. So giant explosion, a fireball explodes on this guy, and he's kind of facing towards you, and it rocks him backward. And then as that happens, you can see on his back there is a smaller canister, and there's tubes coming out of it into his back and the back of his neck.
Oh boy.
Next up is Sam.
I think I'm gonna hold my move until after Vespasian goes.
Okay. Vespasian runs forward, as he always does, and swings on the Murmillo. Let's see. 14, okay, 2 hits. Ooh, bad roll. 6, 7. All right, so that is. He comes in and swings on the brute, slashing his side and cutting through his gut. And that just like spills out, and you see blood and also like green goo come out of his gut, and he roars with anger. And then it is Sam's turn if you want to jump in now.
All right, I'm gonna dash over there. I'm gonna make my sneak attack. And 26 to hit.
That's pretty much hits.
And deal 26 damage.
Woo. Okay. You come up behind the brute and you stab him into the back, and then rip upwards, and it cuts one of the tubes that's leading from the tank to his body, and it just spurts green stuff everywhere. I need you to take a dexterity check. Dexterity saving throw, actually.
I got a 22.
And you narrowly dodge the splatter of green goo that hits the wall. But now it's the brute's turn. He goes toward Vespasian. And he misses with that. Misses with that. And he misses twice. It's now Kaelin's turn again. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Moving down, melee attack.
Okay.
Main action, first attack. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
12 damage.
12
Okay.
damage.
And then we'll do the, I don't have any bonus, so. This will be, as a 21 to hit, 7 damage. And then with my bonus action, we'll use my dual wielding. And that is only a 9 to hit, so that will fail. So I did a total
So as you come in and you
of
slice him
19
twice, you slice him twice, and he continues to bleed out of his shoulder and out of his gut, and he falls to one knee, but he's still up. So it is now Sunset's turn.
Okay. Tell me if I can do this. So there were 2 tubes running out of the tank into his back, and one of them is now severed.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
Can I target the other tube with magic missile?
Yeah.
All right, I am going to do that. I'm going to target it with a first level magic missile. Do you want me to roll the damage, or I'm targeting all 3 bolts at the tube?
Yeah.
I just want to sever the tube.
Yeah, go for it.
So
Just
roll damage.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's going to be 3d4 plus 1 each. So that, wow, this dice is really performing. That's 5. That's a 3, and that's another 5. So 13.
13 damage. So you shoot in and it severs the tube, and it sprays green stuff against the wall, like splatters against the wall, and you hear the brute like roar as he like slowly shrinks down a little bit, and he kind of comes back to a regular size of a rat, and he squeaks as the last breath leaves him. He squeaks out in pain and falls over dead within like a pool of green ooze.
The Bane effect.
All right, I need everyone give me a perception check.
Oh.
2.
I am just sitting there, patting myself on the back for taking out this giant monster. I rolled a 1.
All right.
I see
what-
nothing but my own greatness.
What you do notice is this area is like honeycombed with small little, like just barely big enough to crawl through tunnels all throughout it, and it's like covered in filth, and there's dirt and bits of like cloth and bits of digested food, and like it stinks, and it's like a rancid spot. It's like a nest of filth in here. What you also notice is scattered throughout all this filth are like like imagine, you guys ever watch the Superman movie? Like you remember the Fortress of Solitude had those like long clear crystals?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like that. There's like these long clear glass-like crystals kind of scattered throughout.
Sounds pretty.
Do they seem to be glowing or have any kind of perceptible magical qualities?
No.
If somebody points
go.
them out to me, I will gladly roll Arcana on them to see if they are actively magical. But I'm still sitting there patting myself on the back. I'm not even up with you guys yet. I'm just dancing around in glee. I killed the bad guy. I've killed the bad guy. I mean,
Hey, you ever seen anything like this in the elf magic land before?
I
Everyone.
assume you're talking to me.
No, he didn't roll enough. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Continue.
Are you talking to me? Number one, are you talking to me? Number two, did you actually pick up one of the crystals?
No, but you guys are all elves, so maybe this is like a magical elf special thing.
I mean, if he's actively getting my attention, I will roll Arcana on it.
Roll
I'll
Arcana.
snap my
Just roll
fingers in
Arcana.
its face.
You, elf.
That is going to be a 22 on Arcana.
22. Okay, there is no. This is unrecognizable to you. There is, from what you can tell, there is no magical value to you, but you do recognize them. They are the same crystal material that you found in Rose's room in when you were in House Door. Like, remember the crystal room that fell apart?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe this is where they came down to come hang out.
So the
Yeah.
footsteps came in and out of here, right?
Well, they came into here. We haven't discerned where they went from here yet.
I rolled
So it
a
looked like
17 on survival. Sam, did you just roll initiative?
no.
It's all right. I rolled a 4 on survival.
I'm trying
I
to
can't
pick up the trail
decide if
again.
I'm still enamored with myself, or if I'm. Well, I probably am still enamored with myself. It's just now shifted from I beat the bad guy to I figured out what the crystals were from, or where we've seen the crystals before. Yay
Yep.
me! Everything's coming up sunset.
You're the smartest elf I know.
So, I don't know. Is 17 enough to pick up the trail?
A trail is here leading into this room that you're in right now, but from here it's so intermixed with all the filth and junk in this area that you can't tell which tunnel the person went. It's kind of all over the place.
Okay.
The
But
trail
then we
is
do
everywhere.
have a. Okay. But we do have this wider tunnel that we could traverse through more easily. Not
Well-
necessarily get stabbed in the face.
Let's think about this.
Hmm.
Which tunnel has the most crystals?
Probably these small tunnels. Oops, these like the small tunnels leading into this catacomb, like these thinner ones. That's where they are.
Hmm.
Right, but which one has the most? Or like do they all are just completely coded and there's no way to accurately discern which one has more?
This one does.
Okay. I suggest we go down that one.
Okay.
This is a very small crawl space, so you have to go through one at a time, and you're crawling on hands and knees.
Okay. Crawling with one short sword in hand.
Yeah, honestly, I think Kaelin, you're the tankiest.
All right.
I don't want Sam behind me. I'll take up the rear. Sam, you go.
Trying to do it
As-
stealthily.
You are stealthing.
Yeah, I would say that's a good. That's a
I'm
good
definitely
call.
I'm definitely being stealthy through this because I want to go, pause, make sure I don't get stabbed in the face, keep going, see.
All right, give me a stealth check.
15.
Not bad.
Okay, you are successful. Okay, so as you
If it
get
matters.
to the end of this tunnel, it reveals a room at the end here, and what you see is literally a nest of filth of all sorts of things: decay, cloth, green goo and canisters all around. In the center of this nest is one of those brutes, which is bigger than the last one. But on top of him, and embedded in the brute, are these crystals. And sitting on top of the brute's shoulders is Rose, in a much more like hunched over, decrepit state, with crystals coming out of her back like a spine, like her spine. And she's sitting there mumbling to herself. Oh, my wife just came home. And she's talking to herself, and she says, we must take the city, take all the riches in the city. I must have what the Equitanians have. I must have Cantamont. And she's mumbling versions of that over and over and over to herself as the brute sits there motionless, but she's like talking to herself.
Okay, I'm gonna
situation.
fall back tunnel. So done with that recon, go back and confer with the group.
Oh, I assumed we were all going through the tunnel at kind of the same time.
Is everyone stacked behind me?
Well, if you stop, they can't come up behind you. Yeah.
Like, that's what I assumed, but I mean, we can interpret that however we want.
You can, even if you are behind him, Kaelin can say, go back.
How do you want to do this? I mean, we could try to. Yeah, we can stealth our way forward, just bomb rush it. We took down the other one relatively quickly. So
I imagine we're gonna have to fight it anyway at some point. Like,
yeah,
might as well take it out now.
I'll stealth way over here and see if I can get a surprise attack on it.
Okay. Who wants to go behind him?
It's either going to be Vespasian or Sam, because I said I'd bring up the rear.
Vespasian's going next, and he jumps out there, and he attempts to stealth. Oh, here we go. As Vespasian comes out of the hole in the wall, this crawl space, he falls over, and his axe falls and hits a metal piece on the floor, one of the canisters. Ding! A large clang that makes a bunch of noise, and with that, Rose turns and looks at the hole that you came out of, and the brute starts to stand up, like, and this brute is bigger than the one before, probably 150% the size. Sam is right behind you, and so is Sunset. Everyone, roll for initiative.
Kaelin rolls an 8.
I did roll previously a stealth roll that was a 23. If it particularly matters, I'm not sure it does anymore.
It doesn't matter.
My initiative is 17.
Also 17.
And the big guy.
Heads or tails, Sam?
I'm gonna hold on until Vespasian acts, because I really not a good
Hold on.
lead.
That's not gonna matter just yet.
Well, I still want to know which order the initial run is supposed to be in. So what's heads or tails?
Tails.
All right, I will be going first since we tied for initiative, and we have the exact same dex modifier and literally everything.
All right, so Sunset is in front of Sam.
Yes.
So, okay.
In terms of initiative.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna make you 18. There we go.
Sure.
But that sound awakens Rose, and she immediately screams out, and she charges Vespasian. Let's see here. Cool. And then she critical hits Vespasian.
Oh dear.
She charges Vespasian, screaming like, "You have come to take what is mine! I have come to take what is yours!" And she slams Vespasian. She throws him into the corner, and she follows up on him and knocks him unconscious.
Oh shit.
No. Good.
And with that, it is Sunset's turn.
Okay. Can I see the creature rose thing?
Not where you are now.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna hold my action until I can see it.
All right. Next up is Sam.
All right, I guess I am going to run down here as far as I can. And I'm gonna shoot with my short bow at the Master Blaster Abomination.
Okay.
And that is, oh gosh, a 9 to hit.
That does not hit. All right. Next up is Vespasian. Let's see.
Well, since Sam
it's
has
you.
moved,
Yeah.
I'm gonna interject myself here. If I move up just one square, can I see it?
Yes.
Can I see tubes going into its back?
No.
No tubes? Okay.
You can't see him right now.
I can't see them right now. Okay. Can I see Rose?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to target her with 3 magic missiles. Specifically
Go for
her. So first missile is going to be 5 damage, and then 3 damage, and then 4 damage. So that is 7, 13, 12. 12 damage.
All right. 12 damage
To her
Okay.
face.
to her face. Is that your turn?
And I'm going to stay in the hole.
All right. Kaelin, it's you.
Matter of fact, I'm going to back up one.
Okay.
Why get hit if I don't have to?
All right.
All my stuff's ranged.
Yeah, so
And even if that is
Yeah, no.
difficult terrain, like, I've got enough movement to do that.
I'm gonna stack up here by Vespasian, and I will use a spell slot for Hunter's Mark on this one, and it's already done some damage. So
What's the range?
let's see. There's a 23 to hit,
That hits.
11 damage from
Okay.
that. And then I'll do that. Move this around. Good. Okay. Try to copy and paste this. Okay, so this is get rid of the Colossus Slayer bonus, then no, it's only 13 to hit.
13 to hit. That does not hit.
But
Okay.
oh well, I guess the to hit doesn't particularly matter. It should have taken damage at this point, assuming
Yeah.
that it's integrated with Rose, and they're not separate entities.
Yeah, so I already did my 11 damage, so that's my turn.
Okay.
And now it's big creature.
Yeah, big creature is surprised by your attack. I need you to immediately take a Constitution or a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Con save. I rolled a 19.
You're good. Then the brute is gonna reel on you.
Okay. AC with my defensive duelist, it will be a 19 for this
19.
attack.
That does not hit then. And then this.
Your next attack, I have attack against multi attack, so it is now AC of 20.
All right. One hits, and that is 6 damage.
Okay. Down to 40.
Next up is Sunset.
Okay. So, I have 7 movement. I would like to move there.
Okay, you can't see the monster from this point.
I mean, if I can't,
You
like,
you can
poke
split
my-
you can split movement. You can
That's
move,
true.
shoot, and
That's-
move.
That is true. So I'll move here. I can see the monster in its entirety.
Yeah.
From
Mhm.
this point,
Yeah.
are there tubes like the previous monster?
Yes, you can see tubes now.
Okay. I would like to target those tubes. How many tubes are there?
4.
Okay. Well, that's kind of perfect. Because if I cast Magic Missile at 2nd level, I get 4 missiles. So I will target 1 missile per tube.
Okay.
So the first tube is going to take 3 damage.
Okay.
The second tube is going to take 4 damage. The third tube will be taking 2 damage. And the last tube will be taking 4 damage.
So what was that? 3, 4, 2, 4?
Yes.
So 7, 9, 13 damage total. So 2 of the tubes burst open, spraying green stuff everywhere. I need Kaelin to take a dex saving throw.
I believe in you.
+7. Come on, +7. Ugh. 9.
Oh, so some of it splurts on you, and you take
You.
Take a
4
good berry,
points
take
of
a good berry.
I'm sorry. 9 points of damage.
Okay. 31.
Alright, and then after that, I'm going to move there.
Okay. Next up is Sam.
Alright, I am going to approach the creature and fling a flask of burning oil onto it.
Oh, what the
Ooh.
fuck?
Ooh.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Give me an attack roll, I guess.
my thing. You hear from the tunnel that you just left.
No.
I'm making a what kind of
Get
roll?
your own elemental type.
An attack roll. Just
Stay
regular
away
attack
from
roll.
ice as well.
Alright, normal attacks are with a +7. So I get to the right screen here. Rolled a 22.
That definitely hits.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
All right, so is a creature inflamed?
It is inflamed. What is that? Tell me the rules on that.
Fire bad.
Fire bad.
I don't know, but I like that it does damage. I can throw it 20 feet. Covered in oil, takes fire damage for 1 minute.
Deals fire. Well, there's.
Deals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just looking
5
at the
fire
oil
damage every round, I guess.
Yeah.
And
How much fire damage every round?
5.
Okay. So it takes 5 fire damage immediately.
And then every round that it remains in the area, which being that it is the area, it will just.
Yeah, it's a large creature, so its entire rate effect would be just on it, on our allies.
If lit, the oil burns for 2 rounds, so. I mean, I would argue that count starts at the beginning of the next round. So next round will be 1, the following round will be 2, but it will take an immediate fire now. So it'll wind up taking a total of 15 damage over the next X round.
Then as I dash away, I'm going to use my fast hands to also hurl a handful of ball bearings all over the ground under the creature.
So that means it has to do a dex saving throw for it to do something.
Yeah, DC 10 dexterity or it falls prone.
Alright.
A creature moving across the covered area. So if it decides to move within the area, then it will need to make the save. But if it's just staying there, then it's not going to need to make the save.
Also, give me like an attack roll to see if you throw it in the right spot.
All right. 18.
That works. So it's the 4 squares that is underneath the monster that have ball bearings underneath them.
Cool.
Next up is Vespasian, who, let's see if he wakes up. He does not. Next up is Kaelin.
All right.
I marked
So
out the area.
I rolled. So I took two separate sources of damage. I passed my concentration checks for maintaining Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
All right. This is gonna be first attack. That is 24 to hit. And that is 16 damage. Not bad for first attack. Second attack, first action, crit, hit. Finally, okay. I rolled a 5 on damage. That's nice. So that's gonna be. We're gonna make that 14 plus 1, so that's 15 damage. There. And then my bonus action. Using my dual wielding, and as a second crit to hit with a 6 on a d6. Nice. So, and then there's a 1 on the Hunter's Mark, so that is a 17 damage. So that was 17, 15 plus.
Yep, I got it all.
Okay.
Very well done. You just slash away at the monster and Rose is on top screaming as she gets slashed. But it is now the monster's turn.
Nope.
The monster is upset by the firebomb that was thrown at her, so she's gonna attempt to go after Sam. She needs to take a Dex 10 saving throw?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she passes.
Although, so question on that though, the design of the saving throw is that you would be moving through an area covered by fire. The creature is covered by fire. I would argue
No.
that
This is for the ball bearings. This is for the ball bearings.
Oh, okay, right. You're right.
He heads over there. I need you to take a Constitution 14 saving throw. Sam?
Do I get opportunity attack when you're done with this?
Oh, yes, you do get that, Kaelin, yes.
I got an 11.
Ooh. You are now petrified.
Oh,
Which
shit.
means you cannot do anything.
Is this to frighten me?
This is literally the status of petrified.
You have been turned to stone.
Oh, okay, like that. Gotcha.
You are now a naked statue in somebody's lawn. You've been posed like an angel. You look oh so beautiful.
And then she also attacks you. What's your AC again?
15.
Sam. I'll hit you twice. That was one. Take 14 points of damage.
So since I'm
Plus-
petrified, it says I have resistance to all damage. Does that make
Oh,
it
yeah.
mean that I
Then take
half
7.
damage?
Take half damage.
Well, you have resistance to what?
Since I'm petrified, I have resistance to damage.
And take 4 more on top of that. That's after it's been halved. 4 more on top of that. And next up is Sunset.
Oh,
Okay.
Hold on. Before that, I did roll an 18 to hit on the
Yeah.
reaction or
Yeah.
opportunity damage. So that was 8 damage with 100.
Okay. 8 damage. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, well, since the creature has moved, is it now within sight of me?
Yes.
And I can see the remaining tubes?
No, because he's facing toward you, so the tubes are on his back.
I see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Just keep running circles around it.
Okay. Oh, that is not what I want to do. Dang it. I will move right there. Can I now see the tubes?
Yes, you can.
All right. I have one more magic missile to throw at it.
There are
I
only
will do so.
two connected tubes remaining.
I don't know that I necessarily actually know this, but I would like to target it in such a way that 2 of the missiles go to the one that took the least damage.
You
And
can't
the
tell
rem-
that.
Okay.
You
That's
two
kind
and
of
one,
what I
or
think.
1 and 2.
Okay. Well, can I do it this way? Can I roll 1, determine if that bursts it, and then? No. Okay.
No, he's got to choose one and 2, or 2 and 1.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would hope that it will deal enough damage, regardless, that it will burst them both. I guess I'll target 2 at the first one, and then 1 at the second one.
Okay.
So first one is going to take 4 and 2, so 6 total, and then the second one will take 2 total.
One severs. I would say Sam needs to take a dex check, but he's petrified, so he just takes it. And you're.
But he has resistance.
And you have resistance, so you just take 2 damage. You just take 2 damage, Sam. Sunset, anything else you want to do in your turn?
Kind of, yes. I mean, there's one thing that I'd like to do, but I would have to basically retroactively do it, so I'm not going to. I will instead use the remainder of my movement to hide back in the hole. Actually, I'm gonna hide back in this hole.
All right, Sam, are you able to break yourself free from being petrified?
I don't know.
Is that even an option? I think we needed like a minor restoration or something.
I do cease aging, so that's helpful.
Your liver will last a bit longer. So.
Oh no, yeah. Do the same test again.
That was a Constitution save.
Constitution DC 14.
I got 18. So I guess
so you pass.
No longer.
You are still petrified, but if you pass again, you are unpetrified.
Like on next turn?
Yep.
Or right now?
No, next turn. So Vespasian is now his turn. He is still unconscious. It is now Kaelin's turn.
Okie doke. One out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round back here. Oh, we'll go
Do be wary
for...
of how you move. Just because the square denotes where ball bearings are
fire.
currently.
Yeah, I walked around it. So, 15 to hit.
Hits.
Alright, that is 14. Oh wait, let me get my Colossus damage in there as well. So, oh, that sucks. So that's 15. It's first attack. Second attack. 9 to hit, fail. Third attack, 22 to hit, 10 damage. So I did a total.
I got all the damage.
25. Okay, cool.
All right, it's now the monster's turn. He turns around, looks at Kaelin. I need you to give me a DC 14 saving throw. Constitution.
$16.
You pass. And then
AC
he attacks
is
you.
19.
Misses.
Second attack is going to be against an AC of 16.
1 hits then, and that one does 2. Take 6 points of damage.
Okay. Down to 25.
And it is now Sunset's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move back over to here. And just take a look at what this will require. Ooh, actually, I could do either one of those. I could do that. That is cheaper. Okay. So I'm going to spend a sorcery point to twin spell my firebolt. And I'm going to be specifically trying to target the remaining tube.
Yep.
So modify the AC as necessary. So first attack is going to be, it's actually going to be pretty good. 23.
That hits.
to hit. Okay, let's roll damage on that. 1 and 7, so that's 8 damage.
All right.
On that one.
Yeah.
Does that burst the thing? Because I'll target the creature directly if it does.
It does.
Okay, so then the next one is going to target the creature directly. And that's going to be 17 plus 7, 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And a 1, and let's check. Wow, another 1 and a 7, so 8 damage to the creature.
All right. Next up is Sam. Give me that DC Constitution.
All right. Ooh, it's only a 6.
All right, you're stuck petrified for right now. Sorry. Vespasian wakes up, and he's stunned at this point. He stands up. He has nothing else. Kaelin, it's your turn.
Okay. First attack. That is
Oh,
a
I'm sorry. You know what?
14 to hit.
I completely forgot to say this. When you sever that last tube, Sunset, the brute withers away like the previous one did and shrinks back down to a regular rat size. But Rose on top stays alive and jumps off and is now standing in front of Kaelin. So go ahead, Kaelin.
All right, so I passed the con save for Hunter's Mark concentration. It was a 14 to hit. Does that hit Rose?
It does not.
Okay. I'll try that. I'll swing at you another time. 23 to hit. Okay. 16 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then bonus action wielding. That is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
All right, next up is her. What's your AC?
AC is, I guess, confident. So first AC is going to be, I guess the first attack it's going to be 19, and then it'll be back to 16. And then if there happens to be a third
Wow.
attack, it will be 20.
She misses on all of them, so there you go.
Alright.
Next up is Sunset.
Okay. Quick question. Did Rose take additional damage from the fire from the creature?
Yes, I already counted that in. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to.
The fire
Just
from
one-
well, no, she didn't take any damage from the creature dying, but she took the extra fire damage from the firebomb sent that Sam.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. I just wanted to make sure we didn't forget, and that there weren't any special circumstances where it was only on the creature and not affecting her, because that would be good information. In any case, I guess the only thing I can really do, I'm just gonna firebolt her.
Okay.
I am literally out of everything else. It's gonna be 14 to hit.
Start
That
hitting
does
her
not
with her
hit.
stick.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Pull up your dukes.
That's all I can do.
Okay, Sam, it's you. DC,
All
come
right.
on.
Let's see. Oh, a 19. All right.
There you go. You're back. You can do whatever you want.
All right. I am going to approach the creature from behind and make a sneak attack.
Oh boy.
Do it.
That's a critical success, 27.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I deal
They have the old lady in the back.
total of 31 damage.
Oh.
Boy. Okay. You shake off the petrification, like you snap out of it through pure force of will, and probably some of the alcohol in your blood. And you step forward with one gold dildo and ram it directly into her base of her spine. I didn't want to go there in the gross way. And you basically force it through her space of her spine, and she raises up her head, shrieks out, and she says, Cantamont was almost ours. We almost had everything. Kaluma, save me. And she falls over dead. With that, all of the crystal shards on her and in the room, they don't melt, but they like crumble apart and just disintegrate to pieces and fall into the filth that is on the floor. With that, Vespasian says, "We have done it. We've saved this castle."
No, we have not.
We still have
That
like
was
Garcia.
one of 3.
He thinks you did it.
And I am
And
correcting him. I am saying that was one of 3. that
give
we
me a
still have yet to
persuasion.
kill.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I take it at advantage because I'm actively telling the
I
truth?
would like to
Nope.
aid this skill check.
Nope, gotta take a regular straight up.
Okay, it's gonna be an 18.
Okay. he
Or
believes
sorry,
you.
no, I was wrong. It's not +4, it's +7. That's gonna be 21.
Vespasian, he was so excited to have defeated his enemy, and you see a little bit of his excitement fade from his eyes as you explain to him that this is only one of the 3 remaining Duer sisters. And with that, Vespasian stomps with his foot on the back of Rose's lifeless body, and he proceeds to walk out of this cave and back towards where you came from. And with that, I think we will call it an evening.
Yep.
I will let you know if there's anything on her body next session.
Okay. I'm gonna suggest that we take this time. We have eliminated one of our enemies. We should probably take this time to return to the keep, rest up, and then take the next path as necessary.
To the bar.
If they let us back in.
They better let us back in.
Yeah.
I will threaten to burn this place to the ground. I can't do it right now, but I will threaten it till the cows come home.
With green fire.
I
What's,
can produce green fire. I have a spell called Green Flame Blade that literally produces. I make a melee attack, and then a secondary attack of green flame attacks an adjacent target.
So,
Nice.
do we move to level up to level 8?
Yes, very much so.
Nice.
And can we assume that we also do get that, back into the keep and rest?
That is yet to be determined.
God damn it.
Yet to be determined.
Good try.
I mean,
All right.
I'm completely tapped out. Like that's part of why I'm asking.
You might run into some people on the way out. We will see.
I mean, well, I guess technically with the level up, I'm not completely tapped out.
You got cantrips.
I do have cantrips, and with the level up, I should be gaining another spell and another spell slot of the 4th level. So.
And I'm also getting healer's feet. I'm gonna eat the rest of my berries.
Okay.
That's reasonable. I still haven't taken any damage.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call it quits here. Thank you, anyone who's still watching, and please like and subscribe, and have a good evening.
All right.